I brought a timer up here with me, so I'll try to keep close. Is there a hook that's going to come out at 3 minutes? Okay. So I'm going to give a brief overview of part of the weed program at UW. So I focus on range and pasture weeds. Andrew's already talked to you guys quite a bit about some of the weed work that's going on in more traditional agronomic type settings. And we've got quite a number of different things going on in our program, and most of the work that we do is actually off stations. We have some range and pasture type work that we can do as far as weed control on this station and others. But luckily, we don't have a whole lot of really bad weed infestations in our pastures on our experiment stations. So we do a lot of work with cooperators out in the state. Several major areas within our program that we're doing weed research on, and those different sort of focus areas, I think, all come together to where we're trying to develop new tactics and new strategies for long-term sustainable management of weeds in these relatively complex systems with multiple stressors like drought, different grazing impacts and things like that. So we focus a lot on poisonous plants in range and pasture systems. We've got work on larkspur, 2 or 3 different species of larkspur in the state. We're doing work on hound's tongue and some other different toxic plants that we deal with. We focus a lot on noxious weeds within the state. Talking to several of you earlier about thistle problems. Our state-listed noxious weeds are one of the main areas that we do work with. Another area that we focus on is weed control in reclamation and restoration settings. A lot of herbicide work that we do there, but also focusing on trying to find desirable plant species and plant materials that can successfully establish in areas that have been dominated by noxious weeds over the long term. And then finally, understanding how grazing impacts either as a tool to manage weeds or how we can manage our grazing in conjunction with other methods to reduce impacts of weed invasion in range and pasture settings. Now, we'll talk about at Station 2 a targeted grazing project that our graduate student Kara Noseworthy is working on for cheatgrass control here. We're starting another targeted grazing project this fall for larkspur and toadflax control in conjunction with the Ag Research Service down in Cheyenne. I hope that, there's 3 minutes is not really a lot of time to get into results, but we'll be at Station 2 if you guys want to come by and talk about any number of these different things that we're doing. Hopefully, over the long term, we will be able to develop socially acceptable methods that are economically feasible and can move us all in the right direction with our range and pasture management. So I think I stayed within 3 minutes. That's all I've got. Thank you.